toughest thing that we faced coming into this was trying to sell who's, what who's were, trying to come up with a concept of what a who is and how does a who move and what can who's do that normal people can't do.
When you take a human being and you take the book and you say, okay, that's what the who's look like in the book and here's what human beings look like, how do we turn human beings into who's in a way that still makes them likable and fun to look at?
If Theodore Geisel was around today, what would his slant be on this subject? So we just took the couple of clues that he gave us about the who's in Whoville, and they're kind of, over-the-top enthusiasm for Christmas.
What are you talking about? No, okay? I can't do that. I said, don't touch me there.
We've had a choreographer come in who also could help us sort of focus on what would the common behavior be in Whoville? What's the group reaction to things? What do they have in common in the way that they move?
I'm trying to give you the maximum possibility, but obviously it may be too caricature, and we'll draw it back. But
Who School was trying to figure out what who's were. Really, it was kind of everybody getting together, all the Cirque du Soleil performers, all of the actors, a bunch of the extras, everybody just working out different routines, working on different physical gags, wire gags, fly rigs, just to try to develop some sort of a language for who's.
They wanted us to do leaning, like that when you stop and listen, you're like, who? It's about balance and stuff. Maybe you'd be moving forward or resting in a certain way, but real, not too fake.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, honey.
Merry Christmas, you hunk of burning who?
We spent the first 3 weeks in stage 18 down here on the lot with different things set up, some mirrors, and that I was comfortable with. It's a dance studio. I know you face the mirrors and you watch everybody. But crash pads, mini trampolines, stunt rigs so you can get used to all the things that the stunt guys are going to ask of you.
The who workers, they don't go out with a truck with a crane or a boom. They go out with a teeter board and they bounce on this teeter board and somebody hands them a wreath and they dress it on the building. So it's kind of unusual things like that. People balancing huge stacks of packages without any effort, without any problem. None of them tumbling over. Those are the kinds of things that I think will sell Whoville.
Charlie Crowell, our stunt coordinator, he works with a lot of the Cirque du Soleil people, a lot of circus performers, and people that are involved in movement and technique in movement.
The reason we went with Cirque du Soleil performers are because they have all the physical abilities you could possibly need or want, yet they also have a really strong performance background in very odd characters and odd situations, things that are just completely out of the norm.
You start to realize, okay, we're in a place where a lot is possible. You don't have to confine yourself to these kinds of possibilities. So Ron would say, on the spur of the moment, down in the big Whoville stage 12 set, could somebody do a flip there? And of course, Charlie said, sure.
There's going to be a guy down here with 2 big strands of tinsel, and he's going to be feeding it up to her, and she's going to be up there just leaning out over the edge like that, pulling it up. Actually, she could be leaning at any angle we want.
That who balance.
It's that who balance. And that was what was neat about the Cirque guys. The enthusiasm was great. They were all ready to try anything new, and that was the bicycle gag, too. Those are the kinds of things we tried to plug in every chance we got, was just something odd happening in the back. So you kind of went, that's kind of strange.
The presence of circus people always comforts me. It makes me feel like, okay, good, we're on solid footing now. We can do this or that, and we don't have to think only on earthbound terms.
So that's kind of what Who School was all about. Who School is developing the Who character and then getting all the actors, all the extras, and all the Cirque performers comfortable with those characters and then comfortable with doing stunts and the physicalities that were going to be required.
Welcome.